And I personally believe that Christianity is the reason why it's hard for a lot of us to give credit to ourselves, because we've been trained and we've been taught to give praise and give acknowledgement to God that is outside of ourselves. And I say this because I'm someone who was down bad, super depressed, and I had all these like, I had a Buddha statue, bitch. I had a statue of, I had a rosary. I had just like a lot of external things that I wasn't like praying to. I wasn't bowing down to. I wasn't worshiping, but I was just going through a spiritual awakening and I didn't know where to go. I didn't know like who to follow, what to follow. My mind was just like jumbled up. So at this point, I'm just believing in everything. I'm just like, you know what, whatever is going to help me get through this, that's what I'm going to lean on. And at this point, I wasn't doing anything. I would just wake up, do online homework. I wouldn't even go out. Like I had to force myself to go on walks once in a while, but even that wasn't really doing much. I would just lay in bed, eat, sleep, do my homework, do online school, and then repeat. And one day I was looking at like my Buddha statue. I was looking at my rosary that I got of Jesus. What else did I have? I was looking at my evil eye dream catcher that I had. And I just had this like internal feeling of, bitch, these things, though, that's not how like the conversation went, but it was just like, you have to get up and do it for yourself, because Jesus isn't coming to save you. Buddha isn't coming to save you. Like none of these things are going to save you. You have to get up and you have to find the will to do shit. And from that moment, when I had that, like, I don't even want to say like, it was like a realization. It was like a coming to like Jesus to God moment where I was like, damn, bitch, like I really have to get my ass up and make a change. I can't just sit here expecting God to come down and save me and like motivate me. Oh, get up. You got to get up and do this. Like, you know, having like an accountability partner. So that is how I was able to get out of my funk, kind of, because sometimes I'd still be in my funk, but it's a lot better than when I say I wouldn't come out of the house. I would not come out of the house. I did not want to be seen by people. Like I didn't want to do anything. And slowly I started going to the gym in the morning. I started working out. I really started taking walks. Like I would go to the dog park that's like 30 minutes away. I would go there, walk there 30 minutes. I would kick it there for like an hour. Sometimes I was there for like, one time I was there for like 3 hours just outside sitting in the grass, walking around the park, and then I would walk back. But if I'm not sitting there chilling at the park, I would be there. I would walk like 30 minutes and 30 minutes back. So basically an hour walk. I would just like not be in, even if working out is all I did, I still got up and moved my body, which was 10 times better than what I was doing before. And then I got a job and I was just not waiting for anything to save me. So the battle that I was having and I'm dealing with now kind of is the battle of like, bitch, I know you want to thank me and I need to, why do I keep saying bitch? But that's just how I talk to myself sometimes. It's like, I know you want to thank God. I know you want to give credit to something bigger than you, because at the end of the day, even if I am the person getting up and I'm doing the things and I'm motivating myself, I still think there is a spirit, there is a higher self, there is a higher power, and I would be naive. I think it would be silly of me not to believe that there's something bigger than me. Have you ever been to a like national park, the Yosemite, like the forest, trees that are so tall, cliffs, mountains that are huge, and you just feel so small? That's how you know like your life is really, there's something bigger than you, right? Like you can't, because if something were to happen and the earth starts to shake, you're powerless. You're not as powerful. Like, yes, you're powerful in the human aspect, but at the same time, spiritually, like you're powerful too. But when you're if you've ever been in a natural disaster, like an earthquake or a tsunami, tornado, those things, you have to just be like, oh shit, like I am powerless. Like there's something bigger than me, because you can't stop a tornado. You can't stop an earthquake from happening. So yeah, we're powerful as human beings, but at the same time, we're also kind of powerless when it comes to certain things. So it would be naive of me not to think that there's something bigger or I'm just as big as they come. No, absolutely not. So even for me, if I make it to where I want to make it to, even if I don't make it anywhere, just me now, at the end of the day, if you were to ask me, how are you how did you get out of your funk? I'm gonna give credit to myself, and I'm gonna tell you the story that I just said. I had that coming to Jesus moment, and I clocked my shit, or like God clocked me, where it's like, bitch, no one's coming to save you. Get the fuck up. But even that mindset is coming from a spirit, from a level of consciousness that is higher than me, you know? So when things like that happen, it's hard for me not to give credit to that voice. It's hard for me not to give credit to that feeling, to that being, because yes, it's coming through me, you know? Creative energy, ideas, those are channels, you know what I mean? Like, they're coming to you. So yes, give credit to myself, but like, you can also give credit to God. And I think there are a lot of people who aren't really, for me personally, I'm deconstructing religion. You know, it's been hard for me to deconstruct religion because I grew up religious and I really love going to church and everything. But I think one of the hardest issues that I've been dealing with is forgetting what I've learned and just completely throwing it away. But I've just learned that you don't need to throw it away. You know, you don't need to let go of this part of you that was super important, because I still have Bible scriptures that come to mind when I'm going through something, and I'll just think of a Bible scripture. I'm like, oh shit, you know? So you don't need to, you can integrate that, and you can take what you learned and you can use it, you know? You don't have to just immediately just throw it away and be like, no, I'm not using this anymore. Keep it, use it, whatever, take what you want from it, and just leave the rest, because Christians do that anyway. You think about the Bible, everybody has their own interpretations, their own understanding. So take what you want, take the scriptures that you want, and integrate it into your life, you know? So that's just like something that I've been learning. But because of that, I just feel like I just have to give credit at the end of the day to something bigger than me. Because a lot of atheists, like that was the point that I was trying to make. A lot of atheists and stuff, a lot of people I see on TikTok, they'll say things like, when people say things like, oh, thank God, and giving praise to like God, it turns them off and it makes them feel some type of way. And I do understand that. I 100% understand that, because I also want to be like, girl, I understand where you're coming from, but don't forget to take credit for it, because you got up, you got your ass up, and you did the damn thing. No one really like physically got you and been like, get up and do this thing. You found this, because God could give you the feeling, God could give you the spirit. There are many times where I get an idea and I get to do something and I don't do it, you know? So it's like, at the end of the day, God can fill you with the spirit kind of, and you can do nothing with it. I could have had that coming to Jesus moment, and I could have still sat there waiting for Buddha to rise up and lift me up, or Jesus to come down. But I was like, you know what? That makes so much sense. I'm going to get the fuck up, even if it's just doing something little by little, day by day. And yeah, shit is still hard sometimes, but I still keep it pushing. I still try, and I remember those moments and those little encounters that you have, those realizations, they keep you going. And I don't think I'll ever be able to go back to as down bad as I was before. Like, yeah, shit gets hard, and there are moments where I do not want to get up. Trust me, baby, there are moments that I don't want to get up, but I get up and I do it because I remember where I'm coming from, and I know how down bad I was. So it's like, you're still here. You've been able to make it this far. Don't stop now. Get up and just do it. Even if you don't put in your best work, just do what you can. Like, yes, try. And sometimes trying your best might look like terrible to another person. Be like, bitch, this is your best, this is what you got. But if that's what you got, it's better than putting in no effort. Putting in a little is better than nothing, you know? So that's just basically what I wanted to share, is just like, give credit to yourself, you know, and allow people to give credit to something bigger than them, you know, because at the end of the day, I do believe there's something bigger than me. I do believe there is a God, and people think because you're not religious, or, you know, you don't want to be claiming Christianity, they be thinking like you're the devil, or like you don't believe in God and you don't believe in anything bigger. It's like, no, bitch, I definitely believe in God. I just don't want to do it under religion anymore, you know? And I want to take what I've learned from religion and integrate it. Even if I want to read the Bible, even if I started reading the Bible today, I'm not reading the Bible as a Christian. I'm reading the Bible as a reader, as someone who is trying to understand what's going on here, because the Bible is kind of like mythology in a way, and it has like all these stories. So it's like, I'm reading it not as a Christian, but as like a spirit reading a book, like a human being reading a book. I don't know how to explain it, but that's just how I am like wanting to adjust myself moving forward. I don't want to be under religion. I kind of just want to do my own thing, and I have my own understanding. But the moral of the story is give yourself credit, learn to give yourself credit. It's okay to also give credit to God, but give credit to yourself, because sometimes I'd be like, oh, thank God, thank God. And in the back of my mind, it's like a little voice that's like, yeah, but like, you're the one who did it. You know, it's like me and God are working together as a team, but I got to do my part and then allow God to do their part, do its part. I was going to say his part, but I really want to learn to stop saying him and describing God as a he. I know God doesn't really give a fuck, but I personally rather say she than he, but I'm just so used to he, but I'm trying to either say she or it or they, you know? But yeah, just me and God are in co-creation together. So at the end of the day, like, I have to carry my weight, and I allow God to do the rest and allow the universe to like do its thing. But I'm never not gonna say thank God. I don't think I'll ever be able to say or not say thank God. I think I will always say yes, thank myself, but like thank God or thank my higher self or thank whoever that whatever that feeling is. Be grateful to it because it's bigger than me. So yeah, that's just what I want to say. I hope this video made sense. I know it was all over the place. I need to work on looking in the camera and like speaking to the camera, because I'd be looking like around because I'm trying to like focus, but maybe I should focus in on myself instead of like focusing on the wall. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's all. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.